Hey everybody, it's Will with Military Lawn Cuts, and after 5 years of owning a lawn business and having a seasonal type of business, I know there's nothing worse than getting through your busy season and then coming up to the end of the season and all of your work basically falling off and you having these bills to pay for, your food on the table to feed your family, and all the work pretty much stops. It's the worst feeling ever. In this video, I am going to be sharing with you how we handle the off-season seasonality in lawn care, landscaping, mowing, whatever it is you're doing. And predominantly, this is going to be useful for pretty much 99% of people. Unless you're in a location that you get an insane amount of snow, I would recommend do snow services. But if you're like me, I'm down here in Texas, we don't get a lot of snow. And I think predominantly a lot of the United States in that middle section and below doesn't get a ton of snow. So what can we do to make money in the winter season to continue to pay our bills and overhead and feed our families? Let's get into it. The first thing, we do winter services. There are 5 things that we do in winter services on our visits, but I'm going to explain to you how we transition to it right after I give you guys the 5. So number 1, the first thing that we're actually going to focus on is leaf removal. Well, why? I think this is normal for, like, again, 99% of everywhere where you're at. There's seasonalities to this stuff. Unless you're down there in like Florida where like leaves don't fall, you're probably going to be still mowing. But most of the United States and other areas, fall comes. The leaves start to turn and change colors, fall on the ground. And if the leaves stay on the lawn, they can create diseases, suffocate the grass. And if you're not portraying that to your customers, I recommend doing that, upselling them to leaf removal. Down here in Texas, we have leaf removal season for like 2 straight months. All of November and pretty much most of December, we're just picking up leaves, okay? So number 2 is going to be bush trimming. Next is going to be de-weeding, and that's primarily flower beds, okay, or landscape beds. The 4th one is going to be pruning, whether you're pruning crepe myrtles or trees or bushes. Have you ever been mowing and the customer has like a new tree that's growing, but then there's these tree suckers and branches that are coming out, and like you're mowing, you keep getting smacked in the face? Like, that's horrible. This is the time we need to be pruning that. So when summer comes, we're not getting smacked with branches when we're mowing their lawn, all right? Those are the things we're pruning. Number 5 is a monthly mow. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. Will, it doesn't grow. The lawn doesn't grow. It goes dormant in my area. It goes dormant in our area too. But guess what? Very, very subtly, the grass kind of grows a little bit. Not to mention weeds grow, by the way. Weeds definitely grow in the winter. There are winter weeds. That stuff you got to mow down. But we also like to line up with the edger, the sidewalk, driveway, and curbs. Put some stripes in the lawn. It doesn't have to be green, okay? Customers just want a nice looking property year round that's well maintained. Sometimes we're going out there and just taking a little bit lower, so that way they can see some nice stripes in their lawn, even if it is yellow or dormant. And that's okay. These are the 5 services we handle during the winter time. I know what you're gonna say, Will, how do you sell all these services to the customer to make money in the winter time when they're not thinking about that stuff? Great question. This is where you have to get into the driver's seat, take control of the situation, handle it how we handle it. Here's how we handle it. So just so you guys know, we're bi-weekly in the spring and the fall. So towards the end of the fall season, typically around November 15th for us, it's gonna change for where you're at in your season. What we do is we blast out an email. We say, everybody, alert. We are now transitioning from the bi-weekly mowing season, transitioning to winter services. I send this out in the email. I shoot a 2-minute video of me walking on a property and showing them, this is what we're going to clean up. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do a leaf removal. We're going to do bush trimming. We're going to do de-weeding, pruning, monthly mow. Now, how do you sell this to them? Do you send them another contract? Do you send them another estimate? No. It's the same price as the mowing service. All we're doing is transitioning to focusing on these 5 categories when we're on the property. But then you say, okay, that all makes sense to me. So we're not sending an estimate. We're not having to sign something else. All we do is spend the same amount of time that we are allotted for the regular mow service during the bi-weekly, which for our lawns, most of the time is 30 minutes. We get 30 minutes of lawn to mow, weedy, edge, and blow. So guess what? We get 30 minutes to clean up leaves. And this is our priority list. We start at the top. We show up at the property, we look at our list, checklist. We say, okay, leaf removal is number 1. I've got 30 minutes on this property. Where am I going to start? Well, a lot of our homes live in HOAs. So I'm not going to start in the backyard, because if they're writing citations about ugly lawns, I want my customers' properties to look great up front. So what we do is we always start up in the front. Our crews pull up the checklist and they say, okay, leaf removal. Are there leaves on the ground? Yes, it's covered in leaves. It's a foot deep. There's no way I'm going to finish all this leaf cleanup in 30 minutes. That's great. So you know what you do? You blow all the leaves to probably maybe one side and you start to work on it. You at least get it off the lawn and maybe in a corner and show them that you're starting to work on of that property. Or you break it up into sections. You say, okay, there's quite a bit of leaves here. I'm going to focus on maybe the driveway area where the customer is. Let's clean up that section for this 30 minutes. And then 2 weeks from now, when we come back to the property, we'll focus on the left side and clean that up. And then 2 weeks from then we'll move into the backyard and start to clean up leaf removal. So we just basically go down our checklist. So if you pull up and you're like, hey, do they have leaves? Okay, there's no leaves up in the front. Well, guess what? We got to get out of the truck. We got to walk to the backyard and we got to say, okay, are there leaves back here? Yes, there's leaves back here. Okay, can I spend 30 minutes back here cleaning up, as much leaves as I can, getting all those leaves? Well, what happens if they don't have leaves? Great, then you just go on to the next one. Okay, bush trimming. All right, so there's no leaves, bush trimming. Can the bushes get trimmed? Well, again, there's a section in our area that are brand new communities. Brand new communities. I'm telling you, their bushes are like knee high. They're brand new. They don't need to be trimmed. So you're going to be like, okay, there's no leaves because they don't have established trees that have been around for 15 years that have a big canopy that drop all these leaves. So there's no leaves, there's no bush trimming. Okay, de-weeding. Are there weeds and grass growing in the flower beds, in the tree rings? Okay, none up here. Let me check the backyard. Oh, yep, there's some weeds and stuff back here. So again, we hand pull that stuff, focus on that for 30 minutes. And again, there might be beds all over the place in the backyard, but you want to chunk it up. And what I would recommend is starting where the customer's going to be. So start where the back porch is. Instead of like way back there in the corner where the customer may not see, you want to show them that you're actively working on this stuff and that there's progress. Because sometimes you'll get a call or two from a customer and be like, hey, nothing happened here on this property. Why did I get billed today? Well, that's when I would recommend a before and after picture. Because we've had scenarios where our crews go out and do a leaf removal. They clean up the front yard and it looks great. And then guess what happens? Literally that afternoon, the wind picks up and it blows tremendously. And all of a sudden, the neighbor's leaves comes right back on their lawn. 20, 25 mile an hour gusts of winds will do that. The customer calls us when he gets home from work and says, you charged me today and you didn't do anything to my property. Well, we have proof. We have a before picture of the leaves. We have an after picture showing that it's all cleaned up. Sorry, your neighbor's leaves blew over. We'll be there in 2 weeks to clean you up. We're also going to make money in the wintertime because it's a need and it's a service. So what I would strongly recommend for majority of people that are looking to make money in the wintertime, I'm telling you this works. Do not ask the customer, would you like to opt in? Don't do that. Take control, send the email and say, listen, this is how we operate. We're implementing a new system. Everybody that is on our regular mowing service in the summer and spring and fall is automatically enrolled in winter services. These are the 5, 4, 3 things, whatever it is you want to do. You could even include gutter cleaning in here. Whatever. These are the few services that we're going to focus on. You don't need to accept any new estimate. We're going to charge you the same exact that we do for your mow. We're just going to continue to come on our regular service every 2 weeks. And guess what, customer? If we show up to the property and we go through our checklist and there's no leaves, there's no bush trimming, there's no de-weeding, there's no pruning, and we already just last week or 2 weeks ago did the monthly mow and everything looks great on the property, guess what we're going to do? We're going to skip you that week. So you will not get billed. The only time that you get billed is if you need a service. A lot of our customers really enjoy this type of service because it's additional to just our mowing service. We do offer landscaping services. But what I will tell you, what you will find, what I have found is roughly 70% of our customers stay on winter services throughout December, January, and February, which is our biggest lull in our 12-month season. So if we can fix that off season and we can make it more profitable, it will allow you to put more money in your pocket to pay your team and to bring home more profit for you and your family. This is definitely what I would recommend. If you guys have any questions on winter services, put it in the comments below. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers Also, I'm doing free coaching calls one-on-one. So anybody that wants to take advantage of that, it's our slow season too. So guess what? I get a little bit more time on my hands. That's a $300 value. Right now, I have a paid coaching call for 1 hour. It's $300 value. I'm giving it away for free. Take advantage of it. Email me at media@militarylawncuts.com to book today your free recorded coaching call. Let me help you in your business, and together we can help other people watching the content flourish and have a more successful lawn and landscaping business. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you in the next video.